What is up? Welcome to January to February in our GSP United career. You can see first game is Plymouth in a couple of days. We're actually tied on points with them and with Bolton. We're 15 points off the top. We're going to see if we can do Lowe's contract. No, that's not good news. We have a couple of people leaving, a couple of people wanting to put in a transfer request, which isn't the greatest news. I think Geely and all are part of that, so we're gonna have to switch some stuff around. Reg isn't happy. A lot of people ain't happy. We've been on a crap run of form in recent times, so we might have to hope for a pretty good window, maybe a good January window. I don't know. The team looks fine. I have made an idea of what the set tactic and stuff for next season. Just getting the morale and start getting points on the board because we desperately need it. So yeah, I will see you pretty much in a couple of seconds, barring if I decide to make any transfers for the game against Plymouth. Couple of days before, 2nd of December, against the 4-2-4 of Plymouth, who we've kind of beaten in recent years. This is also the first test of the sliders, so if they don't work mid-match, I'm going to have to redo this entire thing and figure out if the sliders are even working. We're actually going to see if they're input now. Yes and no. I don't know why this happens. This is not good. I'm going to need to imply these for a couple of seconds here. If I have the stuff. No, I don't. Okay, well, you're going to see me have to recreate these. I'm doing this. This is what I'm trying to think League 1 is. So, these will get buffed and kind of nerfed over the coming seasons, depending on what happens. Skill move goes down quite a lot. I hope that saves, because I really don't want to keep doing it every episode. I mean, I'll just have to keep an eye out. So Connor's not fully fit. Geely, you get on the pitch so I can make you happy. Reed, Karen's not fully fit. Karen's not fully fit. Brandt in. I'm actually going to put Curry in instead of Reed. Milish comes in. Fernandez isn't fully fit, but I need him to start. So we'll start him. Webb can get in for Lowe if Lowe ain't going to have a contract, bro. And yeah. I guess this is the team we're going to go with. So, sliders. I hope everything's fine. I hope I'm not on the wrong save. If I'm on the backup, well then I have to redo this entire thing all over again. So, great. And that's not a good first pass. We know it's legendary mode. We just do not know if this is my backup save or my actual save, which is terrifying to know. This is terrifying to know, but you can see we're not doing too bad. It's actually quite easy to counteract Plymouth's style. Through ball, Grinch. I mean, that's just nice and easy, I guess. Been wonderful start to the episode. 8 minutes in, and we've already got a goal against the Plymouth side. So now you'll see the build-up speed we've changed, because I found out 30's still a bit too quick in terms of League 1. You don't build up with as much speed as what you would do in the Prem and Championship. You can see it is still it's still pretty good. We've told them to cross more, shoot more. So I'm hoping they cross the ball. They will not. They are. evading every single tackle. Healy can't make a tackle. Hansen. And they've passed. Okay, this... That's not good from us. Switches it over. Roberts. That's... okay, no, that was a good cross. That does scare. So Plymouth are taking it to us. A couple of passes, and look, just like this, we're bypassed the defence. We just can't sprint too much with the ball unless you're in open space like Mr. Geely is. Can he do what Fernandez did? No is the answer. But we win the ball back quite easily. Back to Geely, the winger of the front three. Looking to whip the ball into ground. To Gretch. Alright, Fernandez. What can you do? You're going to be battling with the left wing for the rest of the season. Wee bit of pointless skill. And now remember, fresh legs with pace. Maybe caught Webb for a little bit of help. Seth can't do anything. Milish, can you get your head to it? Twice is a no. It's whipped in. Banzer will hold on to it. Claims the cross. Geely playing a little bit of a fizz ball. Might have been a bit dangerous. But we hold on to it. Brandt, that's not what you want to be doing. It's not justifiable if you keep doing that to give you more game time. It's embarrassing. Now Cairns is through, brilliant by our wide playmaker. That pass ain't so good by Cairns, but it is going to be full time. 1-0 to us. We couldn't really do much in this entire half, to be honest. Plymouth didn't do much either. It was kind of a battle of nothing. You can see a bit here. You can see we only had the 3 extra shots. Kind of been a bit more us, so we might increase the shot and cross frequency a little bit. Might as well increase the build-up speed. But yeah, 1-0 win. Back to winning ways, finally. Well, we're here for Peterborough. You can see we're now 7th, but Plymouth have played an extra game than us. We drew against Burton 0-0, so it kind of still makes no sense towards me, in my opinion, of simulations kind of broken. But against Plymouth, this is a thing, and this is on the actual custom tactics. These are the actual custom tactics, the one I have specifically made for the thing, as I was on my backup and I had to go and sit on beginner to ground out the 1-0 result. So it's us versus Preston. I don't think I'm going to switch anything up this game. I always need to keep remembering to put a fullback in. We don't need 2 centre backs. Yeah, let's just get this game going. We need to win this. This is massive for our promotion push. We have 14 points is the gap, folks. And it is possible, but we will have to start going unbeaten. Why is every game we play piles of rain? And that was almost beautiful. And that's a beautiful tackle by Cairns. Makes up for that bad pass. Now Mickelson. Heavy touch, but it is to be expected in these conditions. Cairns, you need to be getting to that. We also changed the tactics again. Cairns and kind of just made both centre mids box to box again because we just need the numbers up front. Waiting for a runner. O'Connor's not even in the box. O'Connor's right behind him. Get in the flipping box, you target forward striker. Why do we even bother playing you? I've given up with this striker. Holy crap, O'Connor, just sit in the box, will you? You're a target forward. Ah! Attack. Focus on forward. Bro, at this point, we might as well just tell him to go with fans forward at this point. Screw it, bro. Just tell him to go with fans forward at this. Bro, I'm telling him to go with fans forward at this point. I cannot deal with this guy not knowing how to play flipping target forward at this point, bro. Just sit advance forward, man. Sit advance forward, please, for the love of God, O'Connor. This is the story of our entire managerial career. No goals in the first half, but a good start to the second. With a good tackle, a good chance, and finally he buries one in the back of the net. And it's 1-0. Just like I was saying, no goals in the first half, but always seems to score in the second. And we're 1-0 up against Peterborough. We took the opportunity with just coming out the gates with the wingers, the wide players. Pressing a bit might seem to be our thing, you know. Pressing might be our thing. We might have to focus on that next season. High intensity presses. Can't leave him unmarked. Hansen's been learning that mistake time and time again. Look at him. He's passed Hansen again. This time they don't seem to want to play into the box. Never mind, they do. And Banzer with quite a weird stop. Bring on Kahuri. We need the fresh legs in the midfield now. What a defensive header. Mickelson, you're going to have to win the ball. And you didn't. Curry, you can't do anything. Brilliant by Farino. He has been a wall these last couple of seasons. Lowe still hasn't been able... Wants to negotiate a contract. He still doesn't want to. Mickelson. Cuts back. To Kahuri. Reed. 2. O'Connor! 2-0! And that looks like it could be the double to kill the game. And is it O'Connor finally getting back to his former self, scoring every game? We just have to wait and see. He's going to twist and turn, try and whip in the box to Keeley. Branch should win. Does. Fernandez switches the play to Geely, who plays it through to Seth, who plays it across to O'Connor, who takes a touch and makes it a hat-trick. The perfect hat-trick he desperately, desperately needed. And the Irishman is in front of the goals once more, and it's 3 points again for the team against 15th place Peterborough United. So we're here against Exeter, 16th place in the league, have had 2 draws, 2 wins and a loss that you can barely see because I don't know why they changed the colouring on that. 3, 4, 2, 1. Brilliant. We've been on okay for. Oh no, I didn't change them off a thing. Okay, well, this poses to be an issue. Okay, this is why you need to have left back, right backs. So, Fernandez and Geely cannot play this match. Sweet. Sweet. I have an idea that might go in for next episode that is kind of only a Twitch thing, where I'm just going to play more matches. I will literally just play more matches. And that's essentially it as we get into this match against Exeter. I'm just going to play more matches. You won't see them on the video. You'll only see them, obviously, via the stream. But us versus Exeter, and I'm already regretting this badly. Because these are games we have to win, and we don't have a fully fit squad. So it's not the greatest, but Mikkelsen and Souza did get a rest last game, so they should be fully fit. Seth. It's not the greatest. Borges. Seth. That's a very weird animation. Oh, Webb, you're going to have a tough game, I can feel. If they keep attacking down this side, you're going to have a very tough game, since Lowe is very, very low in stamina. Farino. Can you do anything? You can if they just stand still. In a 3-4-2-1, that doesn't really help. And Mikkelsen, you're against the right centre back. The striker in open space, or the player in open space. And the game has fought. I have tried to pass it all the way to the defensive line. Therefore, completely missing the pass and ruining the chance of a goal. And they get to attack because of it. Souza's through. Not really through. But he's going to play it back to Seth. He's going to play it to Grench. Being the unselfish man. Seth is. It was a good attempt. Reed. Cairns. Just can't get through. Grench. Shoot. Off the bar. Keeper should save. Can't push the keeper in the net, obviously. That would be a foul. And that was a good save by the Exeter keeper. But it's just keeping us in this. Can we ever score in the first half? We need to start doing it badly, badly, badly. We have played a game more than a couple of teams around us as well. So it isn't helping. We are 10 points off the top two. What are these first touches by our players? It's half time. I don't like the first touch a couple of our players have done. Oh my goodness, Grench, you had pocket of space. You seen the space and you couldn't run into the space. Thank goodness, Hansen. Good Cairns to Reed. Grench, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Souza to Seth. Easy goal. Thank goodness, we've scored in the second half. Like every single flipping game. If only we could do this in the first half, it would be nice. But like I might say, attacking focus might be our balance. Just score a lot of goals in games. Reno hasn't had to do too much, which is good, considering his stamina was one of the few under. Cairns back to Mikkelsen, please. Mikkelsen, where's some of your tricks and flicks? To Reed. Seth. Get Reed to run. Try and create the gap. No, there's just no gaps. No, that just doesn't go near Mikkelsen at all. Oh my goodness, can we get the ball out of our feet any slower? Now they have a chance. Now Exeter have a chance to attack. Banzer, please grab it. Thank you. Reed. Beautiful ball to Humphreys. Humphreys, can you find anyone? No, you get shoved off the football because you're weak. Why have we just allowed Exeter into this final minutes just to show up? We've just allowed them. Good Hansen. Should have just booted the ball up. It's a 1-0 win at the moment. And it is going to be a 1-0 win. But I don't know why we just ain't clearing the ball and scoring more goals. Should have been more than 1-0. But hey, at least we got the result. But oh goodness. We are not making life easy on us, that's for sure. Alright, we head to the end of February, Sunday the 27th. You can see here, we're sitting 14 points off Oxford United. We're in third, we're doing well. Everything was... We're gaining form, we're gaining traction. But what we aren't gaining is people who don't want to leave the team. As you can see here, Cairns has said he wants to go, Brandt wants to go, O'Connor now wants to leave, and so does Hansen. 5 players want to leave us. We also have Max Lowe, he doesn't want a new contract. So, we'll just show it here. Also, this was just us doing a bit of tinkering on tactics for the future, for next season. So, we'll just go ahead and we'll just pop in positions. Souza, Mickelson, I don't know if they're going to stay. So, we'll do this and then put Cairns and Kahuri around. Humphreys. Maybe we might switch Reg to right wing. So that would be your team. Well, Humphreys could actually go striker. This would be your team. Brandt also wants to leave. Like, Cairns wants to leave, but we don't have enough players. This is our starting lineup. And it's heavily weakened. And not to mention, Hansen still has to get removed. So, like, we're not in a good position now, folks. You can see there up top right, the confidence from the board is going down because we're not hitting objectives. But that's just due to this season's inability of consistency, which I held down solely responsible to the simulation of this game. So yeah, next episode we're going to have to look to get playoffs. Hope that we get... I really don't really think we could handle being promoted this season. Promotion might be the only saving grace for a couple of these people not to leave. But I think we're going to be losing a lot of people. As the game thinks the strategic brilliance by Marvin Binger is the right to reports. An unhappy dressing room with being third in the league. I don't understand what's wrong with it. But looks like next season is going to be quite a rebuild. Which is not what we want after the story of this season being we had to pay people back. So this is just getting bad to worse for us. But yeah, I will see you for the season finale next time out, where we hope to get promoted. But realistically, promotion might be the worst thing to happen for us. But until then, peace.